Every person in this room is a criminal. Look to your right and now to your left. These are your victims. The crime, you ask? Annoyance. Believe it or not, you have probably annoyed them at least once. Quite frankly, we live in a rather particular world with rather particular preferences. I'm referring to those drive you crazy, ruffle your feathers, absolutely aggravating pet peeves. Of course, like many people in our slightly bitter world, I have a long list. No, a very long list of things that push my buttons. However, residing at the top of that list is texting while driving, talking during movies, and dare I say it, chewing with your mouth open. Why don't I go into a little more detail, beginning with texting while driving. I think we've all seen the selfie swerve, the up and down, and worst of all, the I just don't care. Believe me, colleges don't look for avid texter on their applications. Help.
Texting while driving.
Texting while driving infuriates me because it's catastrophically dangerous. In fact, 1.6 million car crashes are caused every year. I think that's grounds for putting the iPhone down. Also, help. Secondly, I hate the fact that it shows me what our world has become. In other words, we're so dependent on our devices that we're willing to put our lives at risk for them. Our lives. The best advice I can give to phone addicts is turn it off. Don't worry, Kim Kardashian selfies aren't going anywhere. To those of you who say, but my billion Twitter followers, how will they get by without knowing what I had for lunch? Trust me, they'll live. Instead, use your phone positively. Texting #X on social media before you drive lets your friends know you're driving and not Snapchatting. Talking and communicating is inevitable, but do it responsibly. Bringing me to my next pet peeve, talking during movies. This is when you remember the phrase, silence is golden, but duct tape is silver, and wish you had a huge strip of it to put over the mouth of your fellow moviegoer. Help.
I'm not saying you should.
I'm not saying you should be as quiet as a Tibetan monk, but respect those around you. Blabbermouthing during movies gets on my nerves for two reasons. First, I can't enjoy my film in peace. This ranges from missing critical plot points to the entrance of the incredibly attractive male protagonist. Secondly, there's the spoilers. It ranges, help.
Not only do
they ruin the film, but waste your $12.50 ticket. No, I don't want to know if she dies at the end. Help.
I understand that for some.
I understand that for some this is a habit, and habits are hard to break. But simply be mindful that you're doing it. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. If you must let out your inner movie critic, bring a notebook to write down your comments. I'll be more than happy to listen to you afterwards. Now, it's time for me to describe my uttermost gut-wrenching pet peeve. People chewing with their mouths open. This is pretty self-explanatory. I hate it, you've seen it. It starts with the insidious slight openings, evolving into the full-blown look-at-me chews. It's easy to hate because it shows horrible etiquette. It's important to uphold a little propriety, people. Prince Charming didn't win over Cinderella with a mouthful of munchies. Also, it's absolutely disgusting. I do not need to see somebody munching down morsels of food before my very eyes. I beg anyone who eats with their mouth open to practice eating with your mouth closed. Try and read the faces of those sitting at the table around you. Here's a hint. If they look uncomfortable and wide-eyed, it's best to reanalyze your eating habits. And if all else fails, remember this disturbing image. As you can see, I'm just like any other human. I'm picky about pet peeves. I've bared my burdens. You learned how much I dislike texting while driving, detest talking during movies, and despise chewing with your mouth open. Pet peeves reveal a lot about the way we scrutinize the fellow human, but here's a penny for your thoughts. Have you ever wondered if unconsciously you do those atrocious things known as your pet peeves?